Hey everybody. So I'm working on a project that uses some walnut, and I got a really good deal on some of this rustic walnut. It was only $4.25 a board foot. Let you know how that works out. I got 15 feet of it, and it was $69. So not too bad. You know, there was some stuff I had to cut out, but just a couple of knots in here, like teeny tiny ones, but for the most part, a pretty good deal. These are going on an interior shelf, so you won't even see it. But I thought I'd show you just a method that I use to get boards flat. So I have this great Dewalt planer here, or surface planer, and I love it. But, you know, when you get a board and it's not surfaced one side or S1S, it is a little bit challenging. But, you know, again, you can save some money if you do it yourself. So the way I like to do it is I've made this sled. It's not super long because I'm not doing like huge pieces, and it's just a 3/4 inch piece of MDF that is true at one end, and then has this little bit of a lip on it. This is the end that goes into the front of the planer. And then you get your board up and you set it here, and then you can see, can you see? There's just a little bit of wobble in this. And if you send this through the planer, if there's any wobble, it'll get it flat, but it'll torque it. And so it'll come out kind of flat, but it'll be torqued, and it'll feel good, but it won't be true. So there's a lot of different things that you can make, and jigs and levers and pulleys on one of these things. But what I like to use is just playing cards. And so what I will do is I will just come up here with the playing card, and if it can fit underneath it, I'll put one in, and then I'll try and put two. And I don't force it. Let's see here. So one fits, two doesn't quite fit. Okay, and now that side is stable all along the length of this. I mean, in theory, if there was a cupping that went this way, I guess it could push that board down, but this is almost an inch thick piece of walnut, and so I don't think that I'm gonna see that. At least I haven't so far on any of the other pieces that I've done. So I'm just repeating that step here on the other side real quick. Okay, so I used to use hot melt glue to then glue everything down and keep the board in place so it doesn't shift. But I kind of had this epiphany today to try it without gluing it down, and it works really well. So I will I'll put this masking tape on. It keeps the cards in the same place relative to one another in case this board does shift, which I haven't seen that. And man, it's sure a lot easier to take masking tape off. I'm gonna see if I can't show you just, even though this board looks like it's straight, but it's not. Let me see if I can't show you. So I don't know if you can see or not. You can just barely see on the edge of this. Let's see if we can't get that close. You can see my finger underneath the plane, and you can't see it over here, but you can definitely see it underneath here. And so it's just a little bit off of true. So we're just gonna take care of that in the planer. Okay, it's gonna get super loud, so I'm gonna put in my earplugs and I'm gonna just let you watch this. You've probably seen this before. Okay, so 2 light passes. It was about a 16th that I took off of this. It's about a 16th of an inch that I took off of this total, and you can see, you know, it still looks good, but now Now there is no daylight coming through any part of this. Now again, if you'd run this through without these cards on it, this board, it would plane it, but it would plane it parallel to the part where it's touching the board or isn't touching the board. So the board would rock and twist and you just wouldn't get a good piece. Now I can take this piece over to my edge joiner and I can straighten that edge out. But super, super easy way of making a jig for truing up really rough boards. And it's all just done with some playing cards. So thanks for watching. See you next time.